What is up, fellow coin collectors? It is Dan's Coins back again. It has been far too long. In this one, I'm going to be showing you guys essentially another section of my Russian coin collection. This is 9 coins, if you can believe it. Size of my fingertip. So we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at these. Also, they are silver, but they're not quite good bullion, if I can speak, since these are really small, much less than a gram. Very, very light. Barely sound like coins either. But we can take a look at these and give them a look. So essentially what these are known in Russian as чешуя, which is translated to like a fish scale. And if we look here on the front side, we've got St. George slaying the dragon on his horse. So you have the side, in this case, Peter the Great, and then you have the horse. This was the typical obverse for much of even during the Principalities, late Kiev and Rus era, up until Peter the Great. And there were some other St. George the Dragon Slayer coins after this, but this specific coin, known as чешуя in Russian, fish scale, but in English, these are wire Kopeks. Reason being, if we can get a few more, they all have pretty much the same shape, but the size of them also kind of vary. And these were essentially just kind of made by weight. And so why they're called wire Kopeks is the way that they were struck. So essentially you had a long silver wire. Imagine you have a long silver wire, and what they would do is they'd cut a piece of the wire off, which is why you see like kind of like the sharp edges, like this one especially. You'd cut the wire and then you just strike it on the die the way it went. Now, the die was perfectly round. These wires were not perfectly round. So you basically never see them with perfect centering or anything. They're usually just, cut it on the wire, and then you're all done. So, low quality control, low weight, very low value coin. This is actually a Kopek, if you can believe it. But yeah, these were essentially the pre-ruble coinage of the Russian Empire. Early Russian Empire, Principality of Moscow, all of that. So essentially, what we have here, I've told you a bit of background, so we can look here, and the way you can tell that this is Peter the Great is in Cyrillic. It has P, E, T. So it would be Piotr Первый Великий самодержит вся Россия, or something like that. So there was a giant legend. It was like Tsar Peter the Great, sole czar and ruler of all the Russias, is what should be on the coin. But you have PETR, and that's basically the only thing that they cared to put, because, okay, we need to know who our leader is, and or this is the place that the center of the coin is, so that's the only thing that's going to be shown. Usually you'll get St. George slaying the dragon pretty well on these kinds of coins. And then occasionally you'll find a coin. They did actually have dates, surprisingly enough. I think this one may have a date. Hard to tell. But most of these were so poorly centered that you can't really tell a date on them. And as well, they weren't in either Roman or Arabic numerals. They were actually in Cyrillic numerals. So they have a certain notation. Here we go. Yes, this is a dated one. So the tilde type thing on top is like the 1,000 mark. So you need to know that this is 1,000. It starts at the 1,000th place, and then all of these go down. So I believe, yeah, so this, I believe, is A, which is 1, and then that is the Psi, which is a 700, I believe, or 7, something like that. And then you can't tell, but this is a 1700-something coin. So you can tell the date on here and everything. Very kind of rare to do that. And then, funny enough, you can't even see, you can kind of see the E in Peter there. But yeah, so these coins, very small, very interesting little pieces. And so I actually have an exceptional piece here. I am actually the owner of the first coin at PCGS, the first wire Kopek of Peter the Great to be graded mint state at PCGS. This is an MS62. Not going to get much higher than a 62 on these, simply because poor centering. But look at that guy. Look at the detail on St. George slaying the dragon there. Well, you can't really see St. George, but you can see the horse. You can see his detail. It's beautiful. And then you go down here, and you've got more blazing luster, more beautiful on this coin. And then you can see its side, and you can't actually see Tsar Peter's name, but because it's in the same style and is of the same size and weight, you can tell that this is a Peter the Great coin. There was probably a date somewhere down there. That very small dot is the end of a date. But we'll never know when this coin was made. It was probably made 1700 something, since that's when the majority of those dated coins are actually visible. So we have a beautiful coin. Actually, funny enough, I got this coin out of this lot. So I bought a lot of 10 described as AU/UNC, and I was like, okay, I'll pay the very slight premium. Wasn't even a premium because it was basically just bulk Russian coinage, which is, you know, I'll take it. And so these were advertised as AU/UNC. As you can see, this is not AU/UNC. This is like VF. But I found the needle in the haystack, and I found an actually uncirculated coin of Peter the Great. And so I was like, okay, PCGS grades these. I'm a collector of, I really like niche coins, and I like niche coins that are mint condition and graded. So I decided, hey, I'm going to go to I'm going to submit this into PCGS, and I'm going to see if I can get this mint state. And if you actually go to PCGS's website, you can see this exact coin. I mean, there's a certification number, of course, but you can actually see this very coin at PCGS. So that's my little novelty coin, and then you got the lot it came from here. But yeah, nice little silver piece, rather niche piece. Actually very affordable. A lot of these coins, they're so small, so light, easy to ship. So you can actually get a hold of like maybe one of these, of maybe this quality, for, you know, something like $5 to $10 usually. Anything more you need good condition for. Usually I'd recommend you buy them in lots, because you're gonna get some duds, like you can barely tell what's on here, whereas you might find one or two with a date. You could also explicitly buy those that are dated, but those maybe have like a $5 to $10 premium on them. I'd say unless it's an absolutely stunning card and or it's graded, I'd say don't pay any more than $15 to $20 for these, because these really aren't rare. These really were really abundant. They're found very often by metal detectors in Russia, and that's the primary way that these are found. Sometimes you'll find hoards and stuff. I have no idea how this, what this guy's story is, how this was preserved for 300 years. Don't ask me, but I'm very happy that it managed to stay in mint condition for so long. But yeah, very affordable piece, and hope you enjoyed learning about these a little bit with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, and if you really like this video, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. I also do trading card content, so be sure to stick around for that. Thank you guys for watching again. I am Dan's Coins, and I will see you next time.